to Outer Worlds. We're just about to get on our ship and go on to see Phineas, our favorite mad scientist. I can't wait to see
Captain,
him.
I
I'm
am
sure he's going
receiving
to
a
do
transmission.
well.
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
I can't wait to
The
hear
board
it.
is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door
How
open.
could they have found me?
I can't stop
Found
them
you?
from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear
Oh
me?
my
They're
gosh, they're
fucking corporate
secretly pigs?
swine.
It's an
You
animal,
fucking pigs! I'll
what's it
take you
called?
all out with me. I'll never...
Animal Farm. It's like
It
Animal
would
Farm.
seem the recording
The pigs
captured
turned
some
into
rather dire
the humans
events.
in the end.
I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to go visit him, and I'm definitely not going to take the time to go to I'll go to Phineas. I was thinking about selling some stuff
We
real
have
quick.
successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Congratulations, Ada! I was going to take Yoko the next time, but these last two times really haven't done anything. So I'll just keep Ellie for now. Ah, a piece of paper.
They're on us. You okay, Cap? Get on. My kind of action. How about
He's like freaking bleeding out of his armor.
down they go.
Oh shit! I haven't died in for. Oh, oh my god! Is I dying? Did I see fucking Parvati standing up?
Incoming. Watch a pro at work. And you have to get past that armor. Bounce him off. Nice one. Who's ready for more?
Not me. I barely survived. Oh, I can get a hoof. Nice. So what does this say? Oh, this is a rest receipt. Ooh, passcode. Why was it on the pig or was it in the pig? Because I just got a passcode off the pig. Again, was the password in the pig or on the pig?
You gotta teach me that.
Well, I mean, he's not here anymore. He doesn't need all of this stuff. And I do. And I'm definitely going to remember to use it and or sell it. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing. Apparently, they're all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists. If only corporate would authorize my request. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg for permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expect a few to go missing. Second entry. 113 seconds. Now, new record. Most of our subjects last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction reduces in several gallons of organic soup 3 degrees above freezing temperature. Oh my god. 113 seconds of screaming. The subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only expended on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500, statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. You can still hear the screaming, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, psychological toll, significant. I always suspected this would happen. Finally, the board finally discovered what I've done and sent their head hunters to track me down. But they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right. I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set this right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them. So, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding, feel my notes with me. I have my experiment, and now I have this lab. It's time to return to my work. Okay, there's a panel, I guess, in here. Acquired poster. Where did you put the posters? Oh, those. I didn't even notice those this last time. You get so many knickknacks that like fill in your space. I think it's cool. Okay.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
So it seems like you guys have opinions.
Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings.
No, he hurt a lot of people. Apparently he was.
Couldn't leave him be.
He
Mr.
had
Phineas
some
is
people
just
turn
about
into
the only
liquid.
person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth, but that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Okay, we can't abandon Phineas, but you have to free him if we've any hope of saving the
I
colony.
am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble.
We're gonna do a jailbreak,
Trust
bitch.
me, I know.
Let's just
Yes,
do it.
I know
Kick
you've been
down
to
some
prison.
doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
Felix,
If
this is
you
why
really need to
you're
do this, You should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once we sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Okay.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
Okay.
You didn't hire me to think.
I
It ain't about
didn't.
to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
Thank you, Ada. We're doing it. Everyone strap in and strap on.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trips
No
to
way
Cosmic
Ellie
Escape.
and
Got my ass-kicking
Nyoka don't
boots.
have strap-ons.
I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Oh, hello. I had my mic muted. Sorry. I'm gonna do some, instead of finishing the game, I'm gonna do some of the DLC. I hope you don't mind, Tina.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
Murder on Iridonos. Halcyon Helion versus the Brain Eaters, Chapter 12.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice.
God, it's beautiful.
And
Oh,
Lieutenant
cockroach.
Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka.
God, that's like a K-drama.
It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me?
God, that's beautiful. Yeah, in K-dramas, the product placement is, like, very obvious. It's hilarious.
It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be?
God damn it.
Special investigation
We
must
need
be
to know.
first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get
Hello,
off the
Ludovico.
transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Let me guess, this is about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was
How
scheduled
fucking
to
dare
unveil our newest
she do
product,
this to you?
Spectrum Brown, before this tragedy.
Oh!
But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
Brown. Like, I know there are brown alcohols. Like, there's whiskey. I think brandy's brown. I don't drink. But just something, just being like, we got the brown liquid. You got liquid shit? And your first thought was to come to me.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this.
Hi.
Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer
I
of your
thought they
work.
don't like me.
Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find
Why are
the
you
miscreants
dressing like an
responsible
empire?
and
Not
drag
an
them
empire,
out of the
umpire.
shadows.
I'm having trouble seeing the death out. Oh. I don't like this one. I'm having trouble seeing the death of a 2-bit actor as an assault on the colony. Because it's just like, God, this dumb bitch died and now I have to do this. I'm just gonna go with I've never heard of Sublight Underground.
Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances.
That sounds like
I run the Grand
sex.
Colonial Hotel
I don't want
and
sex,
Parade
ever.
Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking.
This
Eridanos
really
is our
sounds
shared
sexual.
responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Please, Lou. Sublight Underground is built on discretion. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give her the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
I'm gonna go with gentlemen, please. As far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots.
First sensible thing I've heard all day. My apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was unprofessional of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're a talented diplomat. You know how to ask questions, and you have a gift for getting answers without resorting to violence. As far as I'm
I've
concerned, you're
shoved
the
so many
ideal inspector for
points
this case.
into persuade, and intimidate, and lie. Just how many people are involved in this communication?
Just the three of us.
It's hard to follow with
You
all
must
this arguing.
excuse us. The situation on Eridanos is tense. If we don't bring Helen's killer to justice, this scandal could scupper our entire operation. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement.
Thank you.
Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation. And if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Helen must have been pretty popular if her death could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness.
I don't know, have you seen Mickey
No one
Mouse?
has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
So she was like Princess Diana if Princess Diana acted?
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh so reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
They seem like
Your
jackasses.
words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
Alright, I've got everything I need.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows. Desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
I really thought she was gonna say some nice shit for once. Thanks, Ada. I really thought you were gonna be nice to me for once.
We're now docked at Eridanos' luxury landing.
Spectre Brown. If it's brown, drink it down.
Oh, wow. This is a job? Feels more like a vacation.
So I got Nyoka and Pravati. So you coming to talk to me? Holy shit!
Hello there. Hope your
I've never done
atmospheric
any of the
entry
DLC, by
wasn't
the
too
way.
troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort.
Thank you. What the
Sublight
fuck's up with that
Salvage and
hat?
Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
No questions about his hat. Odd. My first question would have been, what is that? I'll go with, can you fill me on the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse
Suspicious.
wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot.
Were you checking her
Helen
out?
was
You fucking
supposed to
creep.
host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
He did it. It's always the boyfriend.
I thought it was
I
always
still
the
don't
butler.
understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a device
Not
teasing her?
particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How did she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural.
Oh.
People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a
I thought you were
following
about
all
to
on her
slut
own.
shame her.
She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Was the product release a big
You
deal?
bet it was. Rizzo's rented out the ballroom in the hotel just for the launch event. Reckoned it was gonna be a real swell affair. Rizzo's ain't unveiled the product since the debut of Spectrum Ultraviolet. Invisible to the naked eye, and as it happened, prone to causing massive internal bleeding. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Great, thanks. I'll see you later. Yeah, I've never done any of the DLC. I never had any of the DLC. I got the game off of my PS Plus.
Patronage worth nothing to you.
I'm sure you've spent a lot, sir, but unfortunately we can't make any exceptions.
Can't make any exceptions. In Byzantium, those words would be a criminal offense.
Shame we're not in Byzantium.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
I've been starting to play a little game as we travel. You might be a top runger if your hotel is taller than the highest mountain on Monarch.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's a really small mountain, I'm not gonna lie. If that's smaller, that's bigger than your tallest mountain. That's kind of a sad mountain. Might be a hill. Like a pointy hill. Yeah, I don't think I would ever be able to trust the science behind living up this high. Same thing with like living in the inside of the ocean. So basically both BioShock scenarios could not do it.
What that mascot's got in his hands. What's in the box? I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
People would think that. I mean,
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
someone would do that as well.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon. She's with Dr. Goodnight. Oh,
Why'd you lean forward?
In the grand ballroom. Of course. Allow me to just pull up your info. It looks like you'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned. I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the time you've examined the crime scene. I believe Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the grand ballroom. Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it.
Okay, thank you. I'm assuming she was staying in my room, and that's why you were like, it's been vacated recently. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? The head of Burbage 2000, torn from his body, and the Pedicemus ask of Titus. You guys can read this. I'm not gonna fucking read this. How the fuck do you get into your job back there, lady? Oh, good morning. That'll be a transition thing, not just going in. can't hack that. 20 off. Said I saw sparks. It's probably just my weapon. Do you like torture me? Is that what it is? When I first learned to be just beneath the floor occupied by Rizzo's Rangers, I was excited, as any tossball-loving Halcyonite should be. What I did not anticipate is the degree of which these hullheads seemed to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on their floor and my ceiling every hour of the architect-cursed day. Did they install a tossball fifth court upstairs while I wasn't looking, or is this normal? And worst of all, it seems like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them that it's a convincing facsimile, but it has no place in a hotel, and each bleat is so loud it shakes the glasses off my face. I demand a room change yesterday. For each additional hour after midnight today that I'm not rehomed, I expect at least one employee to be fired. They have a real one up there. There's definitely not someone imitating one up there. To whoever member of the help in me is concerned, I've heard of a horrible clanking passing my room every night for the past 6 nights. Yesterday I mustered up all my courage and sent the servant to look, and upon her return she said she'd seen what looks like an armed mechanical wander by my room for the past 6 nights. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001, and that it was a serial star. If this machine is a serial star, I'm asking, why are you filming outside our rooms without paying us? We're not consenting to having our temporary property filmed. There is no data contract for this. If the machine is being allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. Do you have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? It could tread on my foot and ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer. If I ever decide to have those aspirations, I urgently await a response. I will say, those do sound like stuff people would say. Request manifest. Helen Halcyon. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Helen's requests have been fairly normal: soap, shampoo, new towels, and so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge that sort of thing. Ron knows I'm no stranger to recoveries from other guests, but she really does request a lot and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 forced bean sandwiches, 2 purple berry shakes, 2 purple berry liqueurs, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup candid. I'd wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff say that every time they've gone up, there's no one in sight. There's no sign of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all of what she's been ordering, then maybe she consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. I mean, yeah, if she's eating all that. But I don't think she's eating all that. In the past 2 weeks, I have received 315 different service requests from Mr. Wooldridge. The reports include, but are limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terror Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color of spectrum, including black, once 50 gallons of black, teacup candids of various breeds, a plasma launcher, and consisting of over 60% of all the total requests, an upgraded room. Administrator Ludovico authorized him to move into the second largest room just to shut him out. But Halcyon Helen got the biggest one, and of course, Wildrich can't accept that he's been eclipsed. Got another room request just as I was typing this. I'm more than half of mine to send an exterminator to get his room, just so he can't request anything else for a while. But then he might come up down here and try and talk to me, and I think I'd honestly rather be dead. Yeah. Holcomb's requests have been about what you expect from professional skullcracker tossball sticks, new clothes, because he keeps in I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen look more like they've been made by hand. I've noticed that he asks for very little in the way of effort, accelerators, or enhancers, no skin tough, no oxycomp, and not even Deverish Mist. Typically, tossball players go through that filth like no one else. Maybe Homecoming's trying to prove something to Helen. Whatever it is, I don't think it's gonna work. Okay.
Sure.
Plays only. I don't have a key to that.
Black hole birdies disappearing, you know.
What's over here?
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
Easy. What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
Bullshit. Ew, what'd you do in here?
I did not read about this kind of treatment in the service agreement papers.
Sealed. Let me guess. Sealed. Yeah, it was also sealed, guys. Of course. Jump. Oh, there's something here. Another bathroom. God, they're nasty. Is there something over here? Oh, let's go outside. Okay, let's...
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Yeah,
Why is
so
everybody
you snooze, you
snoring?
lose.
Didn't nobody teach him to respect the dead? Oh gosh, is that Miss Helen? Can we see?
Where are you talking from, Pravati? Pravati.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the ether way.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
What have you got for me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods.
Is it?
Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Damn it. I'm not smart enough to say what it is.
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification. Go on then. Give it a try. Just treat the amplifier as you would a weapon. Hold it good and steady and look down scope.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once.
Thank you.
You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Okay. Okay. Analyze.
This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Just speak when spoken to. Science. I've seen you design with a modular analytics. What else can you tell us?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition. scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee. Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridano's Atmosphere Complex in partnership with Halcyon Helen. This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved complement. Splendid work, Inspector. This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the Grand Ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Ah, I see you went to the Canid School of Detective Methods.
I had her lick the footprint. The dirt tastes earthy with fainty, woody, and fruity undertones. Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have marked?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Of course.
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
Can we give him a name? I'm gonna call him Arthur. He seems like an Arthur. All buttoned up, but polite and kind of sweet.
This unit has been programmed to simulate gratitude. Thank you, Inspector.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and we'll do more about the murder next time. Okay, this is just her speech, so we'll do more about murder next time. Oh, getting so much of the Spectrum Brown. So, bye.